What is up, XRP family? Thank you all guys for the comments. Really appreciate it. I know a lot of you were asking, where am I? But as you know, life gets in the way sometimes. But let's dig in, guys. We are so back. Crypto is pumping. I feel like this is really like bull run feelings, what I can see right now. Like there were some fake breakouts and fake things, but this really feels like it's almost time. And we were always saying, if you look at my old videos, we were always saying that Trump, when he gets president, crypto will have its trigger. And why? Because Trump is pro crypto, right? He loves crypto. He even says that they can solve their debt with Bitcoin and stuff like that. That is really bullish. And not only that, but the SEC lawsuit has made such a great impact on XRP that it was stalled for a very long time. So right now, with the lawsuit that has been gone away, with legislation that very few crypto coins really have, and with a president that is actually pro-crypto, we can really expect something extraordinary, guys. XRP is one of the best performers today of the news that Garlinghouse met with President Donald Trump. And you have to understand they will work together with Ripple right now. Because why? It can solve so many problems within America. So here we can see, guys, that massive XRP buy volume is coming from USA. This was on November 7th. This is why it triggered also to $1. This week could be a really big one. We could see Gary Gensler resign. End of the Ripple vs SEC case. Ripple stablecoin all USD launch. Ripple IPO. XRP ETF approval. Now these are all possible things that can happen, right? That can give us an even more trigger that it can go beyond $10, beyond $20. Like it's really possible. And as you see, all these things, guys, accumulate into something that was always there. H-Bar board member and former CEO of Binance US Brian Brooks possible to be the next chairman of the SEC. He could be a great choice for XRP and crypto in general. They are already talking about Gary Gensler resigning from the SEC, right? Like, listen guys, we were always saying this. Again, look at my old videos. We were always saying that Gary Gensler was just playing his part, right? The things that he said, the things that he was doing, it was all under the administration that he was following. Right now, things are going to be different, right? With a government that is actually pro-crypto, you will see an SEC chairman that will follow, again, the administration that he is in. It's that simple. And right now, that is very bullish for Ripple. The United States SEC website confirms Gary has resigned. This is fake, guys, right? There is no official Gary Gensler resignation as of yet. So read that again and listen carefully. There is no official statement yet about Gary Gensler resigning. Okay? Now, we are waiting for it, but it's not confirmed yet. So don't get misinformed and always look at the news that you're watching. Ripple lawyer Stuart Eldourty just uploaded this document. It seems like Ethereum has always been a security. Now, you might ask, we are way beyond the lawsuit right now, but it's still left its mark on XRP, right? Now, you have to understand, the lawsuit was just a stalling strategy. And again, with a government that wasn't really crypto pro and really trying to work together with Ripple, you now have something entirely else. Like, the timing is insane if you think about it. The lawsuit has took a lot of years. And all of these years was under an administration that wasn't pro-crypto. Now Trump is pro-crypto and now the lawsuit has ended. And now the bull run starts. So you can see how things are starting to make sense, right? Sometimes it just takes longer than you think before things start to happen. Now, here we can see that Ethereum was always a security. So why didn't they file a lawsuit? Well, there is a lot of speculations going around that, right? For example, they got a free pass under that administration because a lot of insiders made money from that. And this is clear, right? We can see that Gary Gensler was always asked this question and he was always avoiding the question whether it was a security or not. Now, let's take a look at what The CEO of Ripple says, Brett Garlinghouse, before the SEC got involved in the crypto markets, XRP was the second most valuable digital asset. Now that Gary Gensler is about to leave the SEC and full regulatory clarity is next, XRP is about to take the #1 spot. Is it possible? Let's take a look.
Yeah, so what's affecting the price of XRP has been the SEC. People forget, frankly, before the SEC got involved in the crypto markets, XRP was the second most valuable digital asset, ahead of ETH. And then the SEC got involved and said, hey, we think ETH is probably okay, and ETH went up. And then they sued Ripple, and XRP went down. You know, this is not how our government is supposed to work. We're supposed to have a level playing field and have, you know, equal opportunity. We shouldn't have our government picking winners and losers in this regard. We think in the long run will prevail, and you know, that'll sort itself out. But for now, it's frustrating for the community, and I liked the way you characterized it, for the XRP family.
Do they?
You see what Garlinghouse is telling you guys. When the lawsuit was active, it was a big problem. It was stalling, and we were making a lot of videos about this, right? That the SEC lawsuit would not be working against XRP because why? It is not a security, right? It's a digital asset. It can be used to transfer value. It's clearly not a security. ETH in that regard is different, right? And they completely ignored it. And now that everything is actually set, the stage can begin. And there were many signs, guys, that XRP was gonna win the lawsuit. We even said that. I hope you have been sparred the past 4 years. 64 cents no one wants to buy, $589 everyone wants to buy. Now, a lot of people think that this is actually impossible, which I agree. It's crazy. It's absolutely madhouse. But then I ask you again, wasn't it crazy when Bitcoin was just $1 and people didn't even think it could reach $1,000? When it was $1,000, people didn't even think it could reach $20,000. Look where we are now. We are at $90,000 for one Bitcoin. If you put that in perspective, and of course it's not the same because the market capitalization is way bigger if XRP reaches this number. But then again, how much money can XRP touch? How much money can it move? It's very different from Bitcoin, right? So in that regard, everything is possible, guys. Never close your eyes. Listen closely as he compares Bitcoin to a dream and contrasts it with what's been accomplished through fintech. The only real success story has been XRP in cross-border payments. Those price glitches are likely stress tests for what's already being built behind the scenes.
Was that we had the first Bitcoin transaction in 2009. At that time, the paper that launched Bitcoin said the goal was a peer-to-peer version of electronic cash, so people could send money directly to one another without financial intermediaries. Okay, so we'll eventually call that real-time gross settlement. It means you just send one payment from one person to another without anyone in the middle. So that was the dream 15 years ago. If we look forward to what's happened today, look back now from 2024 over the past 15 years, payment systems have actually greatly improved. When I mean greatly improved, I'll talk about in terms of speed, convenience. Convenience is mobile phone because now so many payments are on the phone, and access, that people who don't have any access to the financial system or didn't now do. So payment systems have greatly improved, but it's with fintech and without blockchain. The only successful blockchain sortie there's been, sortie I mean a very small attack if you like, the only successful blockchain there's been in large scale payment systems has been in cross-border payments.
Wow, guys, this is just amazing. So what he's telling you is that Bitcoin was built to actually move cash electronically, but it wasn't really succeeding because it was too slow. Then they made XRP, right? So we all know this story. But look, fast forward how it actually evolved, because now in 2024, there is so many options to move money. But don't forget, it's because of the XRP technology that he's talking about this, right? It's moving money so easily in cross-border payments, and they have greatly improved with a stable coin around the corner, guys. NYU professor explains how Ripple and XRP are transforming finance with XRP's on-demand liquidity on RippleNet and so forth and so forth. We all know the story, guys. But what is different now is that we have a stablecoin also built on the XRP ledger. Read this and understand why you're not late. Enter crypto. Crypto just happens to be the latest crucial innovation following Moore's law. It's the next leg of technology working to help decentralize and distribute networking and the control and ownership of those networks. Coupled with things like edge computing, crypto helps to solve the biggest bottleneck on the internet, centralization, guys. And of course, this is something that a lot of people say, but XRP is centralized. No, it's not, guys. When you can move funds, cross-border payments quickly and from one wallet to another, you need some kind of entity that is in the middle. Otherwise you get scammed, guys, and that happens a lot. And of course Bitcoin is an example of decentralization, 100%, but you cannot forget, guys, that there is a big risk involved, right, with those things. That's why Ripple and XRP is actually the perfect combination. Where there's smoke, there's fire. The big boys are adopting blockchain quietly but in big size. Excuse me. Below the fold of the internet search engine. Let's take a look at this video very quickly, guys.
Particular the next year.
Well, as you mentioned, it's also yield-bearing stablecoins. Stablecoins kind of has a wider definition, which also is a problem because we need to narrow that definition for people to really create standards and grow. But money market funds that are tokenized, we've seen that already come to fruition in two different places. First, Franklin Templeton, they created this, call it Benji app, where they tokenized a money market fund. And interestingly, because it was tokenized in such an easy to use interface, that particular money market fund actually within the first month doubled their assets because everyone was using it because it's so easy to use, and there was an interest in getting more yield at the same time. JP Morgan, working with BlackRock, they've also tokenized a money market fund. So that's a perfect example of like adoption, product market fit, and unfortunately it goes below the fold in terms of the search engine headlines because everyone's so focused on just hardcore crypto stuff, whereas the call it big boys are actually adopting the blockchain technology.
See, guys, the big boys are adopting blockchain, but in a very different way. That's why you don't see it yet. But at one point, everything is going to be tokenized, everything is going to be digital, and it's all going to be thanks to this amazing technology that we have today. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Cheers.